Now I've removed the cover on the Scootacar here, and here's the battery obviously, and we're going to be looking at this box here. Now on top of this, this is the regulator itself, and on top here is the condenser, and there's the coil there, the ignition coil, and here we have a switching over device. I'm going to take this off, and what I'm going to do, so what I'm going to do, this is the Messerschmitt here, and this has a black box here, and underneath this cover is a regulator, and the regulator in the Messerschmitt here is exactly the same as the one in the Scootacar, and I know this one works, so I'm going to swap them over, and by process of elimination try and rule out whether it is the regulator on the Scootacar that is faulty, because I do know the Scootacar isn't charging and the ignition light comes on. So as I know this works, I shall swap them over. Now I know there are probably more technical scientific ways of doing this, and I think you can check the dyno start by bypassing the wiring in this black box somehow, but I don't know how to do that, and if you tried to explain it to me, I probably wouldn't understand anyway. So here I've just removed the whole black box assembly from the bulkhead there, so just allows me a bit more access there. So here is the regulator, this box here, which is what I'm about to take off now. So here we go. All the terminals are clearly marked, so it does make life a bit easier. Got a blackbird in the background chirping away to cheer me on. Just have a quick look inside, see what's going on. Right, so this is the inside of the regulator, and there's the contacts here. See, these allow, it's like a switching, electrical mechanical switching device which regulates the amount of charge going to the battery from the generator, which in this case is a dyno start, which is a combined dynamo and starter. And but anyway, I mean, visually it looks to be reasonably good condition, but not that I really would know. It's nothing sticking. I mean, it doesn't look particularly dirty, but anyway. Okay, so we're in the back of the Messerschmitt now, and first job is to disconnect the battery. So I have a day off work today, so it's actually quite nice to get all these little jobs done, although I've got to paint the walls in the house and mop the floor and cook dinner before wife gets home. So anyway, I'll crack on to see how much of this we can get done today. So I'll just bring you in a bit closer so you can see how it's the same idea as the Scootacar. It's just about ready to come off. So here is the Scootacar regulator, and here is the Messerschmitt one. And interesting, they've got this resistor on the side here, and almost, you know, as I say, virtually identical. Looking underneath both of them, the DF and the A markings, they're both in the same place. 51, 30, 50, 61D plus, and so it is pretty much the same thing really. So I think we'll see what we do now, and I think what we do now is have a cup of tea. All I need to do now is swap the regulators over, and we'll see if this one charges. I would like to point out at this stage that this blue wire here goes onto the 61D plus, and that goes all the way to the ignition warning light here. So I'll tell you one thing, it's easy to work on the Messerschmitt, that's for sure. We got here the blue wire, the same as the Scootacar, 61D plus, and that goes to the ignition warning light, or the charging light on the dashboard. And this one here, 50, that one there, which is this light grey wire, goes to the ignition switch, which is again the same as a Scootacar. Well, unfortunately, with the engine running, it's not ticking over very well at the moment. This light doesn't go out when the engine is running, so doesn't seem to be the regulator, which is a bit weird because I've replaced the brushes in the dyno start, and I just don't know. This is a strange one. Well, I think one thing we found out, it's definitely not the regulator, because having swapped them over, the Messerschmitt is still putting out a good charge between 13.5 up to 14.2 on the multimeter, the voltmeter, whereas the Scootacar is still the same story. The light illuminates on the dashboard, and I'm only getting 12.4 volts whether I rev it or whether it's on idle. So really strange. I don't really know where to go next with it, really, because I say, you know, the brushes are all okay, the dyno start seems okay, so I'm not really sure where else to look. So I might just sit on this one for a bit and try and get some inspiration. Okay, anyway, that's all for now. Bye.